In front of a high school, Lu Yun, the principal of Zihai First Academy, is giving a speech to the student who had spent 3 years mastering the theoretical knowledge of the profession system. And today is the day the students would awaken their profession. Lu Yun was a man of few words, but he hoped all of the students could reach the same level as their senior Su Kaingsing and become a pillar for the human race. The other students were feeling the pressure. However, the protagonist of this Manhwa, Lin Moyu, was different. He had been waiting to receive his profession from the moment he was reincarnated into this world many years ago. When he reincarnated, he quickly realized that this world resembled a video game with dungeons, secret areas, and monsters. After getting a profession, you can gain experience points by hunting monsters in dungeons. This in turn increases your level, making you stronger. Countless ancestors gave their life to carve out a living space for humans among the monsters and led to the humans' current way of life. The most popular professions in this world were the combat classes. Support class professions were next in line, followed by livelihood professions. The combat class and support class were divided into 5 ranks: low, medium, high, rare, and legendary. The rare and legendary rank professions were extremely rare, and the entire Zihai city has yet to produce someone with a legendary profession in 10 years. The transmutation circle was activated, and Principal Lu Yun with a paper of the students' names was ready to begin. Suddenly, Gao Yung tapped Lin Moyu on the shoulder and asked him what profession he wanted to awaken. Lin didn't answer, so he went first and told him that he wanted to awaken the knight profession since it would fit his physique, and he could protect all the ladies. Lin didn't like to talk much, and because of his academic achievements, he had gained some haters who were hoping he would awaken a profession from the livelihood class. After Lin walked away, Gao Yang defended him, telling the haters that Lin didn't think he was better than everyone, he was just a man of few words. Principal Lu Yun turned to Master Zhang, a level 52 formation master, and thanked him for taking time out of his day to help the students. Zhang replied saying that he didn't mind, and Lin, who was watching closely, was stunned to see a master with a rare supporting profession. Soon, with the list from earlier, Principal Lu Yun started reading the names of the students. The first student he called was Zhu Da. With his name being called, Zhu Da entered the transmutation circle, and after a flash of light, Zhu Da was assigned the livelihood class farmer. However, a livelihood profession wasn't what he was hoping for, and after stepping out of the transmutation circle, the students tried to comfort him, saying that the farmer profession wasn't a bad one since it could be upgraded to Grand Farmer or Holy Farmer. The next student was called. He entered the transmutation circle, and he awakened the livelihood profession chef. The student was happy with his profession because his father was also a chef, and now he could follow in his footsteps. The names of students were called, but so far all of them only awakened livelihood professions. Master Zhang is hoping to see a high-level profession from the combat class, and even though Principal Lu Yun was hoping for the same thing, he knew it wouldn't be likely. The next student, Zia Zhu, was called, and as she approached the transmutation circle, she was determined to prove to Lin who the real genius is. You see, she is competing with Lin since they are the Academy's 2 geniuses, but he was always ahead of her when it came to grades. Master Zhang could tell at first glance that Zia had potential, and as she walked past them, he told the principal that her mental strength is double that of a normal person and could awaken the mage profession. Soon after Zia stepped into the transmutation circle, a vision appeared, meaning that she was bound to awaken a rare profession. She awakened the combat class elemental mage, a rare profession. Principal Lu and Master Zhang were happy that they witnessed the awakening of a rare profession, and after Zia returned, a group of girls complimented her for awakening a rare profession. Lin heard his name, and he approached the transmutation circle. As Lin approached, Principal Lu turned to Master Zhang, and he asked him what he thought about Lin. Much to Principal Lu's surprise, Master Zhang didn't think anything was special about Lin other than the fact that he was calm. Master Zhang also reminded him that just because a student got good grades doesn't mean they would awaken a high-class profession. Lu understood, but he was still hopeful for another high-class profession awakening. The transmutation circle activated, and the beautiful day suddenly darkened. Chilling winds blew and dark clouds were formed. Principal Lu, astonished by what he was seeing, asked what was happening, and Master Zhang said it was another vision. Lu was surprised since a vision of this scale was unheard of, so he started to wonder if it would be a rare combat profession or a rare support profession. Lin's vision was much bigger than Zia, but she still didn't want to admit defeat. Suddenly, a student pointed out that there was movement within the dark clouds. Everyone looked up, and within the dark clouds there were hundreds of skeletons. The students were scared after seeing the skeletons, and one of them fell to the ground. All of the skeletons suddenly came down upon Lin in a flash of light. And even though Zia knew it was a vision, she also knew that in a fight she would easily be defeated. Lin absorbed all of the skeleton warriors and awakened the combat class necromancer, a unique hidden profession. Lin had awakened a unique hidden class, which meant that he was the only one in the world with the necromancer class. Unless he died, no one else in the world could awaken the necromancer class, and hidden classes were rarer than even legendary classes. Among his classmates there were those who were happy for him, those who were hateful, and those who wanted to see his profession in action. However, Lin paid them no mind, as awakening a unique hidden class was much better than he expected. And as he walked away, Master Zhang asked him to give him a moment of his time. Lin turned around and bowed his head to show Master Zhang respect. This was the first time Master Zhang had seen a unique hidden class profession, so he wanted Lin to give him a demonstration. Lin agreed to give a demonstration, and after checking his stats he saw that he had 2 skills. The first was Summon Skeleton Warrior, with levels ranging from Black Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Diamond, Legendary, and Divine. The other skill was Soul Blaze, which burned the target's soul. The activation of both of the skills depended on his spirit stat, and Lin used 10 spirit to summon a Skeleton Warrior. After activating the skill, of Black Iron rank Skeleton Warrior was summoned. Seeing one of the skeletons that appeared in the sky now in front of them scared the other students. Master Zhang attacked the skeleton warrior with a beam from his fingertips. Suddenly the skeleton warrior's eyes started glowing red, and Lin was asked if he wanted to counter Master Zhang's attack. Lin ordered his skeleton to not attack, and Master Zhang was impressed that the skeleton was unfazed by his attack. Furthermore, he was a level 52 professional, yet Lin's skeleton showed him hostility. He starts wondering if Lin's summons would get stronger as Lin leveled up. He thanked Lin for his demonstration and told him he couldn't wait to see him in the future. As Lin walked away, he ran into Gao Yan, who asked to touch the skeleton warrior. Lin allowed him to touch the skeleton, but he wondered how strong it would be. Lin told him that the skeleton was stronger than him, but Gao found it hard to believe. The next student to be called was Gao Yan, so he hurried to the transmutation circle, and Lin recalled the skeleton warrior. The system displayed that he used up one of his summoning spaces and had 9 left. The summon space served as a place to keep his skeletons until he needs them again, and the number of skeletons he could store will increase as he leveled up. Then Lin recalled the vision he had during his profession awakening of the previous owner of the necromancer profession. This made him wonder if he would be able to kill dragons in seconds like he saw in the vision. His daydreaming was interrupted by Gao, who proudly told Lin that he awakened the combat class Sword and Shield Knight, an advanced profession. He is proud since now he could become Lin's Sword and Shield. Gao was the last student to get a profession, and with this the profession awakening was over, and Principal Lu told the students that they should be proud no matter what profession they awakened, and that the next day the novice leveling dungeon of Zihai would be open, so he hoped the students would continue to work hard. The monsters inside the novice dungeon were concentrated between level 1 and 8. Furthermore, the number of monsters was few, so it's safer than hunting in the wilderness. Zia called out to Lin and Gao, who were leaving, and after catching up to them, she told Lin that she wanted to compete with him during the exams. Lin didn't respond, and as he walked past her, she told him that she wouldn't keep losing to him. Even though she lost to him today, in her heart she was determined not to lose again. Lin returned home. The house was empty, and he picked up a photo frame. The photo was of him, his grandmother, and his sister. While speaking to the photo, he told his grandmother about the profession he awakened and asked his sister to wait for him since he would be admitted to Zia Jing Academy. His moment is interrupted by knocking on the door. He opened the door to see Principal Lu, who handed him some supplies. Lin's sister Lin Mohan was the only one to be admitted to Zia Jing Academy last year, and Principal Lu had made a promise to her to look after Lin, and he had made sure to keep his promise. After giving the supplies to Lin, Principal Lu told him to get a good night's rest since he would be taking a test tomorrow, and afterwards he left. Later that night at midnight, something happened to the system while he was experimenting. The system detected that Lin had awakened as a necromancer, and it initiated a binding process to the strongest talent system. After the binding process was complete, the system congratulated Lin and rewarded him with the passive skill damage transfer, and also increased his comprehensive ability. The passive skill multiplied all skill effects by 5 and transferred any damage he received to one of his skeleton warriors. Lin was in disbelief since both of the skills sounded godlike. He summoned another Black Iron rank skeleton warrior, and all of the skeleton's attributes had increased by 5. This paired with the damage transfer ability would make him invincible. The next day arrived, and at the novice leveling dungeon, Gao asked Lin if he wanted to team up. Lin refused his offer since it would be faster for him to level up if he went solo. Irritated by this, Gao asked him if he was looking down on him. Suddenly Zia appeared out of nowhere, agreeing with Lin that it would be faster to level up if someone entered solo, and according to some seniors it's best to go in solo until you reach level 10, and afterwards it's better to team up. Then Principal Lu told the students that only Zia and Lin are permitted to enter the dungeon alone. The others will have support. A student asked why only Zia and Lin were permitted to enter the dungeon, and Principal Lu told them that Zia needed to level up fast since she was aiming for Zia Jing Academy, and Lin's abilities are unknown, so it's up to him if he wants support. All the students with a support profession were afraid of Lin's skeleton warriors. However, this wasn't a problem for him since he was aiming for Zia Jing Academy as well, so he needed to enter solo to level up quickly. Principal Lu protested this idea since going to Zia Jing Academy would be difficult. One needs to be over level 15 to be on the safe side for the academy test. And Lin's sister was only accepted in because she was level 16. Continuing on, he tells Lin that it would be difficult to get past level 15 in a week's time since the monsters in the novice dungeon only went up to level 8. However, Lin was confident that he could do it, and Principal Lu gave in, and hoped he could achieve his goals with his hidden profession. Zia approached the entrance of the dungeon, and before entering she reminded Lin of their bet, and before he could answer she told him that his silence meant he agreed to compete with her. Lin rubbed his head disturbed at how competitive Zia was, and after she entered the dungeon, he followed behind her. Inside the dungeon, Lin used the 40 spirit he recovered by meditating last night. And since one skeleton warrior costed 10 spirit, he was able to summon 4. And after summoning them, he ordered them to find and defeat monsters. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video then hit the like button.